Lenny Kravitz, he called you and said you are the next thing in rock.
Yeah, he had like he put a few like cuss words with it, but he was just like, yeah, you're gonna be. It was no caller ID, and I was like, well, fuck that. I don't know who that is. Then he left the most sexy, beautiful voicemail. Hey man, this is Lenny. Give me a call back. So I just ran to my DMs and was like, please call me back, Lenny. I didn't know it was you. It was a no caller ID, which I have a bit of trauma around because my high school girlfriend for like my first few years here would call me on no caller ID. We're friends now. Sorry about that, Ronnie. I love you. But 10, 15 minutes went by, and as we do, the world has ended in our minds, and nothing's gonna come back up. I was like, well, I'm done now. I should just go back home because he's not gonna call me back. But he called me back, and we had the most beautiful conversation, which has now led to us working and hanging out, and he's really become like a mentor over the past. Highway came out in February, so it's been 3-4 months. It's been life-changing experience for me, and never thought it would happen. I was just putting it out in the world, but yeah, man, it's beautiful.
How long was that gap between when he called you back and you shot him the message? Because I'm sure it felt like eternity.
Oh, it did. It really, I mean, I called my mom free. I was like, Mom, I'm like, what should I do? She's like, calm down. It was like 10 minutes. I hit everybody that I could to be like, I missed my opportunity.
No,
my opportunity
that's so cool.
Yeah, it was beautiful, man.
You've been collaborating together with him.
Now I have, yeah.
Right. What's that experience been like for you?
It's still new. It's like, I just got back to LA yesterday, the day before yesterday. Yeah, 2 days ago. So I was with him for the past like week and a half. So I'm still really processing spending quality time with my hero. Like, it was beautiful though. It was beautiful. A lot of like tears shed, a lot of anxiety too, just because when you dream of something and then it happens or whatever, like it's in front of you, it can be like intense and weird, and you can feel like you're scamming someone. I don't know, like I felt so many emotions, but most beautiful experience I had. And he really worked me hard, which was really cool, because he comes from the generation of when, they record, they get really great takes, and the bass is really good, and the guitar is, you don't put it together, you get a good take, So when we were recording, he was just like on me and working me super hard, and I think it's going to help me with my next record and just in the future for sure. But it was beautiful, beautiful, man. 100%. Yeah, I'm still trying to like wrap my mind around the fact that it happened, and like we have music together now. Like it's very weird, but cool.
I know you probably can't talk about this, but is there more to come with you and Lenny?
Oh,
like
yeah.
100%?
Yeah, I can say that. Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Yeah, we talked this morning about it. Yeah, I think we're going to get it vibing, but the song is great.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. What's that? Yeah, just songs. Excuse me. Yes, Dalen's right.
There's an S at the end of there?
There's an S at the end of that.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Yes. But I wish I could, maybe next time we talk, I'll be able to like process it, but I just got back home and, and it's just a lot for me, man. It's like, I'm a big dreamer. I believe in that Hollywood story, and I got to cross that one off, and I'm hoping that we can now just build a relationship. And he became my North Star. And I started making a joke to people. I'm like, well, I'm going to be, this generation's dark skinned Lenny Kravitz. Like, I'm going to be the chocolate Lenny. Like, and people laugh, but I'm like, I'm being very serious. And then maybe 10 months ago, I was calling my label and I'm like, can we get Lenny on the album? Like, can we get Lenny Kravitz? Yeah. They're just like, Dwayne, pump your brakes. I know you're cool. We like you a lot. Nobody knows who the hell you are. But, 6 months. Can we get Lenny? Oh, well, you got some good music now. 3 months, they're just like, Lenny just followed me, and like they're just like, wait, really? And I'm like, okay, yeah. Last month, I'm like, oh, I think we're gonna hang out, and like, everybody's looking at me like, are you like doing some shit? Like, are you like, what I'm saying? And I'm like, no. I fucking believe in myself, like, and I believe in this music, bro. That's why, like, I love what's happening right now in rock music, and I love to be a part of it because I'm just like, we're fucking trying to do cool shit, you know what I'm saying? And it's also different and just beautiful or hard because life is fucking difficult. And I just feel so honored and blessed to be able to just try to inject the world and the rock scene with love and just joy, because things are just fucking difficult right now. And it's still just going back to that point of like, man, if you want to do some shit, just go for it and use us as examples. You know what I'm saying? Like, use those heroes as examples, because you might get to link up and make some shit with them or talk to them or, you know, it's just really fucking beautiful to me.
You made the perfect segue for me. And I hope you're okay with me showing this.
Yes, please.
Because as a full confession, I go to people's Instagrams.
I love that.
And I like to scroll. And with some other guests, I like to find really embarrassing photos from way back when.
This is my favorite interview ever, by the way. I love this. Okay. This is so good. This is so good.
I didn't find an embarrassing photo of you.
Sick.
Instead, what I found is something like, I want you to know, I almost got emotional. Looking at this, like getting super real, and I want you to look at that. Dwayne, this is you sitting in. Is this your bedroom?
This is my bedroom closet where I used to record with my friends.
Even better, it's a closet.
Are you trying to make me emotional?
I mean,
because I'm emotional the past few days. This is a lot. Here's the thing.
I saw that, and it's like, dude, when I was in high school, I was sitting in the corner with I can only assume that laptop, like me, was like $200.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. I had a makeshift green screen made out of like that. I'm going blank on the term. It's that cardboard paper that you put on the wall. And I was trying to teach myself like visual effects.
Love that.
And everything.
Love that.
And I'm looking at you in a different world, but doing it with music.
Same exact thing. Like, I mean, oh, dude. Ooh, that's good.
And you were talking about that Hollywood dream, and it's like, dude, you're making it happen.
Oh, you're trying to make me emotional today. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm being so for real.
That's very sweet. Oh, yeah, I haven't looked at that photo in a minute. So I was probably like 13, 14 there, and me and my friends used to come home from Oak Ridge High School, make bad songs, upload them on Facebook, and I would like sell CDs outside of like the high school parking lot when kids were leaving for like $2, and everybody was so supportive. I would throw like high school shows in me and my friend Blazek's garage and just have kids come. And it's really beautiful now to like see my friends who supported me then. You know, a lot of artists are people that go into entertainment. They kind of came from places where people didn't support them or they thought they were corny. Like my friends thought I was cool. Like, and especially being in Texas at that time, it was like very special for a person not to be playing football or basketball. You know, I was like, well, I make music and I have shows on Thursdays. Like, I would be opening up for big acts like as a teenager. So that's why I've always kind of had like a good performance. But dude, that photo just brings so many memories back, dude. Yeah. I've been trying for a long time. Been trying to like, and that's why the whole, like I was talking to Dalen too, that makes it, even the whole everything that's happening, I'm just like, I've been putting in work and now the music's good and all that, but dude, that's crazy. Yeah. That's really deep, yeah.
No, and I know it sounds really cheesy, but I just, 13-year-old you, I doubt they expected to get a call from Lenny.
Oh, like
today and everything. But I love that you had such a supportive friend group.
Yeah, I did.
Around you. Sometimes
I really did.
You're saying most people played like football in your high school and
For
everything.
sure.
Selling CDs in the parking lot of the high school is my favorite thing you've mentioned.
Oh, dude. It was, I mean, hearing friends play your like mixtape leaving the parking lot was like on top of the world. Yeah. I was literally on top of the world.
Well, $2 is a deal.
For sure. For sure. And then I would go buy my girlfriend something, like, you know, I was so, yeah, man, I was just so honored to be able to make music. I was calling my mom while I was working with the big homie the other day, and I was just like, thank you for like allowing me to pursue my dream and not, my mom was very strict on me and hard on me. And like, we grew up very religious. And so I couldn't go to parties. I couldn't like, and I'm glad that I didn't. But for some reason, when I wanted to come to LA, she allowed me to. You know what I mean? She said no to a lot of things to me growing up, which I think helped me become like just a good moral person that I am, you know, and just having like my mind intact and like knowing something is right or wrong or whatever the hell that means. But my mom really guided me in the right way. And when it came to me leaving, driving thousands of miles away, she was like, yes. And I was just telling her, thank you for that, you know. So that photo's crazy. Yeah. That really got me,
I love
bro.
that you kept it there, though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, because what we were talking about, I want people to go for their dreams, bro. You know what I mean? It's like I have 8 brothers and sisters, and my older sister now is going for hers. And she's like, bro, if you can do it like I can too. I'm like, yes, you can. Like, go for it. You know what I'm saying? We're not too old or we're not too, whatever it is, you know. So I just want people to live their life to the fullest, you know.
How did that go when you first moved here? What kind of journey was that like? Because sometimes people get lucky. Their careers take off instantly, but sometimes it's a long road for people. So I want to know, Dwayne, what was that journey like when you moved to Los Angeles?
It was just scary and hard. I feel like I came here with like $200, which was gone within like the first 3 like gas stops, because I drove here with a friend. But it was beautiful though. I feel like I had to get here immediately, was like working 3 jobs, living in Hollywood. In my music genre, I was like figuring out how to write songs and all that stuff. I didn't have a record deal. I didn't have like any managers or anything. It was a long journey, but it was needed. It was needed, but it was hard. It was hard, very, very difficult.
What's the first thing you do music related? Just independently, do you start trying to create your own music, uploading it to places?
Yes.
Do you start going to shows to like try to get your foot in the door, start performing live somewhere? What was that like?
The first thing I did, I think, was there was this blog called like Hip Hop DX or something like that. They used to do these freestyles on top of apartment buildings.
Oh, nice.
And I saw the editor-in-chief walking on Hollywood Boulevard, and I was like 19 or 20, and I just ran up to him, was like, hey, like, I make music, I like sing, can I do the freestyle thing? And he thought I was just such a nice kid that he let me do it. That was kind of my first thing that got uploaded.
Yeah.
And then I think there's still a venue called The Mint, and I went there and performed in front of like 50 people, and it was great. So I kind of like met one of my managers that I still have now around that same time, and yeah, I don't know, I was just like getting my foot in the door, failing at the same time, like working jobs and like all this stuff. But it was like just step by step by step. So like quick upload, one show, which led to another show. So it's like I could see that it was going to happen if I kept working hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
no, I love when people, because there's usually a good outcome to it, because if you keep persevering at it, you're going to have a good outcome. I love when people are like, I just ran up to this guy, just tugged on his shirt real quick.
Oh, for sure.
Like, I make music and
Completely.
It works out.
Yeah, dude, that's like my favorite part of, like, I am a part of the generation or whatever culture it is that loves the Hollywood dream.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's so sexy and so beautiful for like people that come from, like, you're from Tulsa.
Yeah.
I'm from Texas. It's like, not that you can't achieve your dreams there, but to come to a place where you have to work and grind and remake yourself in a way, and then some people succeed at that. That's just something that I've been so attracted to for so long. So I want to be a part of that story, and I want to inspire people to like just go tug up on that person's shirt, or go tell your hero, like, I don't know, you know what I mean? I think it's something really beautiful about that, and hope people continue doing it.
Yeah,
I really,
absolutely.
really do. Yeah.
On the topic of inspiration and your heroes or anything, what artists were your favorite while you were growing up? And also to kind of tag on to that, were there any inspirations while you were moving to Los Angeles? Like, I want to be like this guy. I want to be like this hero of mine.
Yeah, no. So, I mean, growing up, I grew up in church. So it was like a lot of gospel, a lot of R&B. Like the Clark sisters were super, super huge for me. There's just like these 3 beautiful, very talented women that comes from a line of church singers.
Yeah.
Kurt Franklin, like super gospel stuff. And just like growing up in the church, I thought they were like the best performers. But when I came to LA, Bowie, Arcade Fire, Iggy Pop, Lou Reed, I was like, oh, they were kind of like my set of heroes that I had at the time that I was just really inspired by. Yeah, and still am inspired by.
Just as kind of like a overall statement real quick, what can people expect from June? I know it's simple, but I want to hear it from you. Like, because you even mentioned, you think you really found your voice with this one. I quoted from an interview. Are you branching into new territory with this one?
Yeah, I mean, completely. I think people can probably hear the changes that I've made just with these first few singles.
Right.
I just started to listen to a lot of funk music and a lot of like music from the 60s and 70s. And of course, Mr. Kravitz, but also Bill Withers and, you know, Earth, Wind and Fire and Marvin Gaye and Fiona Apple were huge inspirations for me, Sly and the Family Stone. So it's kind of Thin Lizzy bringing that rock energy with just a little bit of like funk and swag, whatever you want to call it. But with that comes like vulnerable, deep, emotional storytelling. So that's why every song people are hearing, it's like I'm trying to give my stomach to the universe, give my stomach to this June character, to just surrender to love. You know, I think it's the most beautiful thing. And clearly we haven't figured it out over billions and millions of years. You know, we're still freaked out and don't know what to do about this love thing. And I just wanted to explore it on this album and kind of give my perspective and use it. What people will be hearing is just me using love as a superpower and not a weakness, especially coming from someone like me in the space that we're in. I'm just like, I think it's fucking beautiful to tell your woman how you feel, or tell your June how you feel. You know, I think it's hot, sexy to get on your knees and, baby, I want you. You know what I mean? And baby, I need you. Like, that's what I listen to when I hear Sly and I hear Marvin Gaye talk about their partners and their music. And it might have been 15 partners, but they thought every one of them was special and beautiful, and they wanted all of them. Not the same for me. There's, one person for me, but it's like just that vulnerability. I just want to speak more to that, and that's all I'm doing on the record. And yeah.
Forgive me, from a fan perspective, I'm forgetting, is biological a part of June?
Oh yes, it is. Yes.
Biological.
Thank you so much. Oh, me too.
I want to also talk Highway Robbery with you.
Oh please, that's my little baby.
You shot Highway Robbery at Pink Motel. And I love Pink Motel as a venue so much. And I saw even in the sign, June Motel, which fantastic, by the way.
Thank you.
Whoever did that, took out the pink, put that there, they did a great job.
Thank you for noticing that. You know what I mean? We really care about the details here, and we really want to give people good art. So yeah, man, thank you for that. Because
I think I was seeing a clip where it didn't start initially with you driving into Pink Motel. I think we were making a Fresh Five about your song, a series we did on our Instagram. Actually,
can I say something to that really quick?
Yeah,
I was I don't know if you guys are familiar with, or if the audience is like familiar with plant medicine, or like ayahuasca, or like peyote, cactus. But I was on a cactus ceremony, and they call it kind of like the heart opener. Yeah. So I'm feeling everything and seeing everything and wanting to speak exactly what's on my heart. And I saw that video, and it made me like, I felt really seen.
The next one is giving Michael Jackson. It is giving Bowie, but make it emo. It is like if Bowie and Nirvana had a baby or something. This is Dwayne with Us, his new song called Highway Robbery.
It was very beautiful, and I felt very seen by that. Because we all work super hard, and sometimes it's tough to get people to really get your vision and understand where you're coming from. And I really appreciated that segment. I really, really did.
That's Tate, our social media guru.
Yeah, I was like, oh my, you see me. Thank you.
And I love that space so much.
Yes.
So what made you go the Pink motel setting for that music video?
We have a really, really beautiful video team for quite a while now. And, kind of led by my homie Mike, and his whole team are just geniuses, I believe. And they showed me the Pink Motel and was like, we can do this here, but then there's a little back part where we can have like a showy vibe. Yeah. And I was sold, to be honest with you. And we got to shoot on film, which is very important to me.
You got to shoot on film?
Yes. And it's so crispy and beautiful. Yes. You know what I mean? Like, and to do it at the Pink Motel, it just felt, it was just right.
Yeah.
It was right all the way.
No one shoots on film anymore.
See,
it's a headache.
It's a headache. And very expensive.
But the end result.
If you're trying to, and I care about these things, maybe it's something that I don't know. I will always care about it, but just putting good art out to people. It's just like, we're fed so much. I'm not saying BS stuff every day, but we're fed what we're fed.
Yeah.
I want to feed people nutritious things.
Yeah.
Like musically and sonically, visually. I want them to be pleased by what they're watching when it comes to my stuff. So yeah, I'm so happy how Highway turned out, and the song, one of my favorite songs ever.
Old fans and new fans of Dwayne coming into June. What do you want fans to take away from this?
I would say to older fans that have been around seeing me open up for like water parks, and for, I don't know how, but they found me. For Jesse J, for like Chase Atlantic, I would say thank you for still being here. You know what I mean? And thank you for accepting my growth and evolution as an artist. You know what I mean? Because it went through many stages. And to the new fans, thank you. But also, you guys are lucky to be getting me at this phase.
Yeah.
It's a good vibe. Because now I'm like confident and love myself and actually love what I'm doing. I think the older fans saw me really wrecking my brain to find my voice and learning how to produce, learning how to write. I didn't know what was happening those last 2 records. I'm still very proud of them.
Yeah.
But, you know, I like to consider myself a late bloomer, which I think is really, really beautiful and sexy and something that we don't really get a lot of these days. So to both spectrums, I'm just thankful. Honestly, I would just say that and say you're getting some good music. Yeah.
Yeah.
Truly.
Can I dive into what clicked for you when you feel like with June, like you finally found your voice with it, going back to that? But you're saying the last 2 albums, like you're still very proud of them, but maybe in your personal opinion, like not quite the way you wanted them to be.
And I think as artists, we all probably feel that way 100%. About our past stuff.
We're our worst critics in the end, 100%.
Yeah. But I think the moment that it clicked was just, I mean, I found Dylan Bald, who's the producer, this guy, Brandon Cobain, who is just an angel. He's a beautiful writer. And, I don't know. I just focused on. I was like, I just want to make really good music. It was really simple, and I think what really changed and clicked for me was when I started pulling what I was pulling from for inspiration. I think I was always very ashamed of my voice, even though I grew up singing in church. My voice is like my superpower on this album. Like I'm really singing and really doing melodies and harmonizing and big hooks and stuff like that with my voice. And the last thing I would say was just that I was speaking from I gave my heart a voice. The last 2 records or my earlier stuff, I think I was coming from a place of fear. I think I was trying to make every song a home run so that people can realize that I'm so great and I'm going to be the biggest rock artist ever, and I'm stepping into this space where like I'm so unknown, but if they hear this one song, with this album I'm just like, it's so good. Yeah, I'm in my body. I'm in my vibe all the way, and I'm giving my heart a voice. Like, what more can you ask for from an artist? You know, like it's truly Dwayne. So.
Sundays meant everything. That's when I got to see you and you got to see me.
Just another day on set, everybody.
We're talking about a crazy desert storm that happened during, and I love the part about, so you all were outside.
It's a shack.
Yes.
In the middle of the desert.
And you thought that was safer?
Well,
We were outside
of the shack, and I was in the car.
Yeah.
What made me upset was that my friends were in danger, and I pressed the lock button, and I parked the car, and I did this, and that really told me a lot about Dwayne. That I was like my beautiful, talented, lovely manager, Dalen, Mike, my other manager, Shy, so many beautiful creatives. I'm in a safe car and there's a windstorm, and I locked it and I held onto the brake, and I didn't even beep a horn or anything, and it made me really, I didn't like that about me. That radio record just gets me all hot and bothered, honestly. Very excited about that. It's a very beautiful song.
Yeah.
Like I grew up with 8 brothers and sisters, come from a big family.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think for all of us, before, you know, we had our musical heroes, our heroes outside of our family, you know, our mom or dad were our heroes. And my dad was, I just love him, was obsessed with him for a long time. I thought he could do no wrong. And, just a song about our relationship. And I'm really excited to put it out too, because the new singles, the first singles that we dropped are very love heavy around, you know, this June character. And I'm excited for this song because it allows, you know, the fans and for people that dig the music to go personal, more deeper with me and hear me talk about my dad. And really, really excited to release it.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
I can't wait to hear about that.
Yeah, it's super, like, I just growing up in church on Sundays, so it's like, that's when I would spend time with my dad after my church service with my mom, and we would just go around the city and do things that Dwayne Sr. does, which is very different from what I do. But I loved it. You know what I mean? It was fun and it was cool, and it was beautiful. But that sonic landscape, though, like the Killers, Bruce Springsteen, which I think I like to remind people, even though I'm very heavily, you know, influenced by Prince and, you know, the Lennys of the world and Parliaments, but Killers and Bruce Springsteen, I mean, the Strokes, all those, earlier bands hold a very dear place to my heart. So this was kind of a sonic landscape for me to dive into that vibe on this song. And yeah, I think people will dig it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I see that Prince was an inspiration for June?
Oh, I mean, for the whole...
Is Prince like just overall...
I mean, he's one of the greatest ever to do it. I mean, he's such huge inspiration for so many people. And it's just, once again, like, that threshold of black rock artists, tiny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when you allow that threshold to be open, not by just black artists, but like by someone like that, you get a Prince or you get a Lenny Kravitz or you get things like that. So it's like for him to bust down that door so big and to be a freaking genius. And, it's just big inspiration for me. Prince is like opened up for the Rolling Stones when he was young, and they threw chickens at him. They threw shit at him, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna be the biggest motherfucker ever." And it was true. He was. It's like sometimes you just got to show people what they missing. And I think it's he's big inspiration for me all around.
Yeah,
sassiness, attitude, genius.
Did I see wardrobe inspiration just from some
big
of your stuff?
time?
I should have gotten photos, but some of your wardrobe.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
That's so
I tried to
good.
dress down today and just keep it calm, but thank you. I appreciate it.
Do you have a go-to person for your wardrobe?
We have a few now. We got some people, some beautiful stylists that we're working with that kind of knows my energy now. But Prince came out and like his booty cheeks were showing on,
Yeah.
Like it doesn't get any hotter than that.
It doesn't.
It really doesn't. Big inspo for me, feathers and dresses and tight clothes. I just like to feel sexy.
Yeah.
So.
I got one more question about June before we move on to Warped Tour.
Please.
First year playing Warped Tour.
Very excited.
We'll get into that in just a second.
Okay.
So when you started working on June, and forgive me, I don't fully know, because I'm not a musician by any means. I don't know what it takes to create an album like that. But whatever the first stage was, where you had somebody listen to June for the first time.
Yeah.
Who was the first person to kind of catch that first glimpse of June?
Musicians have like friends that they'll play it for to like, well, I know if I play it for that homie, they'll tell me the truth. And if I get there, okay. Yeah. My first records, I would never play my music for my friends. Like really? I don't know. It's like if you're ever hanging out and they're just like, yo, play some shit. I would be the friend like, nah, I don't know. Like, and with this record, I was like, you want to hear my new song? Like with all my musician homies. So that's what, dude. After I played it for her and I got the approval, I was like on fire, but that was the first one and it was beautiful. Yeah.
No, I get that because it's hard showing
it's
people
hard.
your work. It's so hard.
Yeah, because it's like once it's coming out the speakers, you already like, well, what am I doing? Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
This feels wrong.
And sometimes I have the little voice where it's like they're lying to me.
They're
just going, it's good.
Yeah.
And it's no. They're
well,
not
when you get short answers, that's what. Oh yeah, we know that's we could go into a whole thing. The insecurities that come out of that. It's just like I shouldn't even played it for him. It's like it gets I don't know. It's just weird. It's just because we're all
I love
insecure
hearing your
and
confidence
strange.
towards June.
Well, now for sure. Yeah. Now
this
it's
is
like
awesome. So I think I know the answer to this one, but I want to start with this one.
Okay.
Because we were hyping somebody up. Prince or Michael Jackson?
Oh wow. Yeah, that's tough though. But I'm gonna go with Prince. Damn, sorry guys. Oh, that's tough. I like it though. I like it.
Is Michael Jackson like a close, just barely falling behind?
Extremely close.
Yeah.
Of course. But Prince for me. Oh yeah.
Rock and Roll Ripper or Slow Ballad?
Rock and Roll Ripper. I like ballads, but I like to just like get a little crazy. And when I'm like when I was on my way here, I was listening to Rock and Roll Ripper.
Oh,
you
no
know
way.
I mean? So like I prefer that.
Having an artist collab on your track or collaborating on someone else's track?
Selfishly, my track for sure. Oh yeah.
No, that's the right answer.
Like, I wish I could say this, but we have to hold it. But I just got the most iconic, legendary, collaborative vibe on my track, and I'm very happy that it was on mine and not theirs. Selfishly.
No, but that's so honest though. It's like
yeah,
it's on mine.
It's on. Sorry, man.
Jimi Hendrix or Stevie Ray Vaughan?
I love Stevie Ray Vaughan. My guitarist, that's his favorite guitarist, but I have Jimi Hendrix on my left thigh. Jimi Hendrix.
You have a Jimi Hendrix tattoo?
Oh yeah.
June. Or Stains?
Oh, June.
See, yeah.
Yes. But that's a great question though, because like I love Stains and that was my first little baby. But June is who I am currently, and I'm really resonating with the whole. That's why I love talking about it so much. June, yeah.
And then I have a quick question for you. It was something we were wondering, and there might be no reason for this, but we noticed it. June, it's all lowercase.
Yes.
And something like stains, it's all capitalized. Why is that? What are we noticing there? Even like Dwayne, it's all capital.
All capital.
Yeah.
So going back to the conversation that we had earlier, with my 2 previous albums, I was, if anybody cares about sports or whatever, it's like a Hail Mary reference of like every time you're trying to score a touchdown. So I wanted the songs to be bold. I wanted to, because I was like, I just want people to notice me and notice that I'm a good rock artist and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And, but I knew that the music wasn't all the way there. And with June, the lowercase is me just kind of like just stepping into my power and being like, I'm actually just like here as I am, small or big. Yeah. I stand behind this. And it's a small thing, but it's like, it was important for me to make it just nice. And if you do listen, if you want to listen to it, no pressure. But if you do, you'll get something out of it. You know, like literally, it's not like, listen, you know, you have to. I just want it to be understated but you know, just quality over quantity, like in a sense to me. You know, it's just like, it's not, I'm not trying to like blast it into people's face, but just like, whenever you do come over here to what we're doing, I think you'll get it and dig it. Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
I love that so much. We were hoping there was a reason behind it.
Yeah, no, for sure. It was definitely,
like, in the end, it could be like, I just felt like doing lowercase.
Yeah, I just felt like doing lowercase. I mean, you know, I text in lowercase, so I thought it makes sense for the record. Yeah. But yeah.
Do you do that thing where you don't start sentences in text with a capital letter? It's all lowercase.
I don't text at all. And
you don't text at all?
No, excuse me. I text all. That would be so dope.
I don't text at all. I am off the grid.
Oh, fuck.
That would be a flex.
That would be a flex.
And also the quickness of how you say, oh, you didn't text at all.
Oh, you didn't text.
Genius to me. I definitely text, but I text in all lowercase.
Gotcha.
I love how quick you. That was so good. That was so good.
When can people expect June again?
July 30th.
July 30th.
July 30th.
July 30th.
Mm-hmm. One of the best rock albums that will come out this year.
Right around the time he's playing.
Warped Tour.
There's that segue.
Come on,
right
Adalyn. Also, can we keep her voice in here? She's in this, right?
Absolutely. I'm 100% taking the internal camera microphone. You're a part of this interview
good.
now. I want you to know this.
I love this. No, but this is fire. I love when I hear interviews and like the real homies are talking on the side, like, hey, like I love that shit. This is the first time that's happened.
You are a part of this interview now.
Sick.
So this is your first time playing Warped Tour.
Yes.
And we already kind of established first Warped Tour. Even like you were never there like as an audience member or anything. Mm-hmm. First time at Warped Tour, first time playing Warped Tour. So hell of an entrance.
Yes, very excited. Very, very. I've been hearing about it. It's a legendary festival. And I love getting on stage and showing my art to people and showing who I am to people. And festivals really allow you to do that on a big scale. And maybe it's because I'm a little twisted, but I love performing to people that don't have a shit about who I am, don't know me at all. And I'm really just excited to, get people hyped and like genuinely, man. Yeah, it's going to be beautiful.
Is some of that confidence from June carrying over into Warped Tour? Like, are nerves kind of low and you're feeling really good?
Well, I mean, I think when you start putting out music that you love, I think that will help the performance, but I just love performing. I really genuinely, since I was a kid, I've always really dug performing a lot. But the new music helps because I know I can sing it well. I'll be probably finishing tour. By then I'm heading on tour literally next week. So I think my chops will be up and I'll be sounding good. The band will be sounding good. So yeah, man, I think it's going to be cool.
I want to talk about this real quick with you because young black artists stepping onto the stage of Warped Tour and, just not to delve into like Warped Tour's past and everything, but sometimes it could be a little limited in representation.
No, let's talk about it.
Little limited, that's kind of being generous.
I love this conversation. I already loved it before, but I love it more now.
They have been, with it coming back this year, I like to think their roster is expanding.
It is.
They are branching out more.
For sure. And we appreciate it. You know, we appreciate it.
And you're involved
Seriously.
in that.
Yeah.
So I want to know, coming in for Warped Tour's 30th anniversary, Dwayne's going to be on that stage.
Yeah.
What does that mean for you to kind of help,
Well,
open up? Because, like, to be real, in the pop punk world with, like, idobi, there's a lot of white men. And I'm just going to be completely honest. There's a lot of white men.
I love Peyton so much. I love this guy. You sound like me and like my black homies talking right now. Like, just like not even on some funny shit. It's just like there's so many avenues and doors where that set of people rule and respect. But I love it because for Warped Tour, I think even when I got announced, I love seeing the comments, good and bad.
Yeah.
But to be a part of it feels really freaking cool to me, like on some serious stuff, because other than thinking about myself, I'm thinking about the kids under me and the artists under me, like, and I mean like under me, but just age wise, like the 10-year-olds and the 9-year-olds or the 13-year-olds in high school, 8th grade, being like, man, I really fuck with the guitar, but when I play it for my homies, they make me feel weird. Like they make me feel like it's not my thing or whatever the hell that is, which is not a real thing at all. But I more think about that because we just there has to be more of us. That's why I was talking about earlier, like the threshold, Prince and Lenny Kravitz and like Sylvester Stone and Jimi Hendrix. There was like 50 other more. But for the time being, it's like, you know, you can, whatever that thing is that you can only allow a couple of people to get through. I think that's changing now. Yeah. I mean, you look at a band like the Paradox, like who are absolutely incredible I make the music that I make. I'm not crazy about some of the sounds, but when Paradox does their pop punk thing, not only because they're black, but they're just so about it and it's just so raw. Yeah. And I'm like they're playing, I know their shit's going to go crazy. And it's like a couple of years ago, I don't think anything like that would have happened, to bring someone who's a pop punk artist and then to bring someone who's making like funk rock to Warped Tour. Yeah. That's like a little bit of history there, you know what I mean? Not to like boost us, but I think that's really, boost yourself. I think that's like impactful and just shows that we're moving at least in a positive direction. So
I'm glad.
I feel that way about it. And I just, to inspire the young homies that are great musicians and like to scream and like to yell or like to sing over guitars or over crazy licks. Like, we need more of us. I truly believe that. And I think it helps the industry. I think it helps the scene. I think it helps rock, period.
Yeah. Speaking of the Paradox, and because you're obviously going to be like swamped busy during Warped Tour and everything, but if you did have a chance, you had a small window to run out and watch any of the sets, is there anybody you would just
definitely them, definitely Beauty School Dropout. I'm trying to remember who else. Kenny Hoopla. I want to go see him too because I haven't seen him since Lollapalooza. That's off the top of my head. That's all I can think about. And Royal the Serpent. I want to go see her too.
Oh yeah.
She's fucking the shit.
And then this is something we've been asking everybody who's been going to Warped Tour. If you had to collab with any Warped Tour artist, living or dead.
Oh yes.
Going back, who would you collab with?
Deftones.
Oh, okay.
I mean, MGK, who is like a sweetie. He's been very sweet to me lately. Paramore for sure. Paramore. Yeah. First off, in the black community, for some reason, Hayley Williams is just so adored and loved. Well, other than her being extremely talented. Yeah. Even as a kid growing up, my homies would be playing Paramore. And it was like, not even weird. It was just like, yeah, it's Paramore. And I'm like, this is crazy. Her for sure. Yeah, I just want to do something with Paramore. I'm just putting that out into the universe because it seems like lately when I do that, things come and happen. Hayley Williams, I think you're awesome. Paramore, I think you guys are great. If you guys need any openers for anything or just need help vibing in life.
And lucky for you, we have Paramore actually I'm just...
Oh, I was like... I just like catch the Holy Ghost. I'm just like, oh, yeah, no. Oh, hell yes. Next time.
Last question about Warped Tour.
Yes.
And it kind of goes back into June that you're releasing. Are we going to get some of June during Warped Tour?
Oh, completely.
I know that I wrote it down, and now that I'm saying it, I feel like we have to.
Oh, we have to.
Begin,
Yeah, no, most of the set will probably be June, but then I'll throw out some of the bangers that I think people will know and get their approval. But yeah, we're going to be dancing and having a good time up there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
See, now I ended on a dumb question.
No, that wasn't a dumb question. No.
Simple answer.
No.
And then I knew the answer, too.
Yeah,
I knew it.
I couldn't pull out. It's like, yeah.
What Warped Tour dates you going to, just for everybody listening?
Just Long Beach.
Long Beach? But
sure.
you're going on tour, too.
I am.
At the time of recording this, next week.
Yeah.
Where are you headed?
East Coast. Yeah.
East Coast.
Some Canadian shows. We're leaving Saturday.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm excited, though.
Yeah.
Want to play some new music and get it together, man.
Got a busy year.
It's just started getting busy. It's weird. It just started getting really busy. I'm like, Can
I tell you a funny story real quick?
Please.
So Seb from Simple Plan, he has a podcast here on idobi,
Okay.
and I edit some clips for him sometimes, and I was helping Simple Plan with the behind the scenes. That's what the Pink Motel shoot was and everything. And he came up, and he knows we've been really like busy, like trying to do stuff at idobi. And I'm talking about like, it's been super busy, like and stuff. And I was like, but how have you been?
Yes.
And he's asking me about how I'm managing being busy and like sympathizing with me. And he turns around and goes like, oh yeah, we have to do this music video right now. I'm going to sleep at the airport tonight because I'm hopping on an airplane to go to Japan so that we can go do a tour and everything. And it's like, I'm busy. What are you talking about?
Yeah, dude, some people, oh man. Yeah, man.
I've thought of a better last question.
Okay, talk
I'm
to
gonna
me.
redeem myself with that last
It wasn't a bad question, by the way.
I suppose. I want to know during Warped Tour,
Yeah.
when you perform live, what is your plan from a spectacle point of view? What do you plan on pulling out for that one? Because we've had some crazy answers for what people are wanting to do for Warped Tour stage.
Man, first off, that's great for me to even think about.
That's
Think about the probably wardrobes. You could say, wear something cool.
Yeah, I mean, have you ever seen a James Brown show? Or like on YouTube?
no, I was about to say not in person, but yes.
Right about here, ladies and gentlemen.
He's the GOAT of all goats. I
yeah.
think so. But they used to like, to the best show ever, the James God brother, like the Soul Brother, like they would introduce him, the Godfather of Soul, and there's a guy with the suit, just like, I want to like bring those type of antics just to my show in general, but it'll just, I think imagine like that energy with like Soul Train. So just beautiful and funky and hair and flare pants and high heel boots.
I love it.
That's all on
Do
a
you
hot
have a
day.
theater background at all? Even if it's like high school, like small one? Gotcha.
Nobody's ever asked me that, but yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I played Papa Bear a few times in school.
Oh, hell yeah. No, because I also have a theater background.
Well,
it's just, I feel like
I'm a little theatrical.
you were given the energy that maybe there's a little bit, maybe a musical now and then. I love you, because bro. I feel I did
so
my fair
seen.
share of musicals.
I feel so seen by you. I mean, I did a few shows in high school, but I think I'm just a nervous wreck, honestly, and that comes out of me being like, yeah.
No, see, I can't sing, so like just kind of like the straight play Shakespeare.
Yes,
we're good. I'll be a part in that. The musicals, they're shoving me in the back. Yeah.
Dude, they might do the same thing to me, honestly, dude. Honestly,
no way.
I'm sorry.
Come on.
This is so good for me. I love this. Adele said, "Stop lying to them." I don't know. I'm happy you said that. Now I'm like, damn, I need to do some acting.
Oh yeah, no, because
anyway.
I love when like theatrics come out during a live show, because sure, you can go out there, you can rock with your band and everything, but when there's showmanship to it.
Can we talk about that? Is the interview over?
Please.
Okay. I mean, I might not have a theater background, but I have a background in showmanship.
Okay.
If that's okay to say, and it doesn't make me sound like an asshole.
No. I don't think so, at least.
That's my favorite part of being a musician, because there are some people that are really sing well, are really drum, but when it comes to turning people on, I'm not talking about sexually, when it comes to turning people on musically,
right,
on a stage, and I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with, I don't know, even if it's the way you sing, the way you dance, like I love doing that on stage so much. So I don't know, I love that. Very theatrical in that way, for sure.
No,
for sure. It's my favorite part.
Where an artist can just put somebody basically in like a trance-like state, and just right when they walk out, they're locked in.
They're locked in.
They're ready to go.
Yeah.
I want you to do that Warped Tour. I want to watch you.
Dude, please.
I want to watch the hypnotic state of the audience.
You gotta come through.
Oh, 100%.
In the
We're
hips,
there.
the hips of the hypnotic state.
Ooh.
Gonna be vibing.
Yes.
That's one of the things. Sorry.
The hips of the hypnotic stage.
Yeah. No, you gotta dance. That's what's my
yeah.
fun thing about shows too, especially rock shows. I'm like, guys, like let's have a good time and dance.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, yeah, you gotta come through, man.
I'm a nervous
Once we
dancer.
learn about the time, you say what?
I'm a nervous dancer. I'll
Me
try
too.
my best.
But it's
Yeah.
like you just like he's like, oh, nah, yeah.
You get a lot of like.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You get that first. But then you get into it. I'll help
Yeah.
you. I got
thank
you.
you, thank
yeah,
you.
man. Yeah, it's beautiful to dance. You gotta let that energy out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dwayne, thank you so much for
Dude,
talking.
this is my
to me.
favorite interview ever. I feel like it went a
thank
little
you,
long.
thank
I hope
you.
that's okay.
No, that's perfect.
Okay, cool. That photo got me. Thank you for the energy.
Oh, of
Thank
course,
you for
of course.
It's beautiful.
I'll see you at Warped Tour.
Thank you, brother.
Idobi Warped Radio.